Welcome to this morning wake up video. I'm starting on a chair, but you might prefer to sit on the edge of the bed if you've literally just got yourself out of bed. But wherever you choose to start, feel those sit bones planted on your sitting support, feel the feet on the floor, and then let's bring the hands to prayer position. We're going to start with a few sun breaths. Real waker-uppers as you raise the hands up towards the ceiling, separate those hands, sweep the arms out, round and down to the sides. Drop the head to look at the fingers as they go all the way up again. Separate those hands, big sweeping movements out to the side, round and down. And again, same thing, flowing movements. Then let's bring the hands to the thighs, pause there. And then we'll move into some gentle forward folds as you slide the hands down to the knees. Drop the head slightly and then slide those hands back up. And in again, maybe breathing out to slide the hands down a little bit further this time if your back is happy with that. Sliding the hands back up. Maybe next time we can go a little further, maybe not. Do the right thing for your body. And slide those hands back up. Perhaps this time you can allow the arms to go up in the air. And down we go again. Hands onto the thighs, sliding forwards. Maybe releasing the head a little as you come forward this time. Before, again, slide the hands up, reach for the ceiling, look up perhaps. And again into that forward fold. Hanging around there a little this time. Let go of the head. Feel the stretch that happens in the back. Just when you need to come out of it, slowly making your way up, resting the hands on the thighs. And then let's prepare to take some sideways movements through the spine. So float the arms now up to shoulder height, wide open. And then taking this gently, easing to one side. So drop one arm down, the other one floats up. Come back to that midway point and then float the other way. So let your body guide you into the depth of side bend you take here. Check the shoulders are happy to take these movements. Feel the neck following the gentle curve of the spine. Allow the breath to lead you, perhaps exhaling to the side bend, inhaling to float back up to that midway point. Taking as many of these as seems to suit you before returning arms to parallel with the ground, and then let the arms drift down by the sides. And then we're going to raise the arms forward and up, reach them up towards the ceiling, and then taking the right hand to the outer side of the left thigh and take the left hand around and onto the left buttock as you look over your left shoulder. And then breathing in, coming all the way out of that, raising the arms. And then going round the other way. So left hand onto the outside of the right thigh, right hand onto the right buttock, looking over your right shoulder, gentle twist there. Inhaling out, raising the arms. Exhaling, right hand to left outer thigh, peering over that left shoulder. Inhaling out, reaching up. Exhaling round to the right. As you get familiar with this sequence, you might like to take more or fewer visits to each side. Again, looking for a sense of flow and ease. We're not forcing. Aiming for the same number on each side. When you think you've finished, raise those arms back to the center and release the hands back to the thighs. Slide them all the way down into another forward fold after those asymmetric twisty poses. Now bringing yourself back to symmetry. Allow the head to hang. Allow the shoulders to relax. And then make your way back up to sitting. So from here, we're going to come to standing now. So I'm just going to get rid of my chair. Ease that out of the way, so I'm not going to crash into it at any stage. Return to the mat, standing tall. And from there, I'm going to raise the arms up in the air, reaching high. And then lower the hands to the thighs and come into a standing forward fold. This time, slide the hands down as far as they're happy to go. Relax the head, relax the neck, relax the shoulders, and then come all the way back out of it. Raise the arms high. Back into that forward fold. Thinking of these as in the forward fold, you getting your back body stretch from the heels all the way up the back of the body. And then lowering down onto all fours. So I'm just going to adjust my position now so that you can see more easily that I'm going into cat and cow pose. So as we take our cow pose, I'm inhaling to bring the chest forward, and on the cat pose, I'm exhaling, tail goes under, head goes under. Inhaling, tummy softens, chest comes forward, gaze is forward. Exhaling, tail tucks under, arching the back, chin to the chest. Moving in and out of these flowing cat-cow movements. Taking the spine one direction and then the other. And then we're going to extend this into a tiger stretch, reaching right arm forward, left leg back. Then returning to the ground. Inhaling, left arm forward, right leg back. And exhaling to come to the ground. Switching sides. Notice your core muscles switching on to help you hold this balance. Side to side, and again taking as many as you need to take. Before then, coming to a downward facing dog pose, toes under, bottom goes up, head goes down, relaxing the head. And walking that dog, waking up, backs of legs as you first ease one heel towards the ground, bending the opposite knee, switching sides. And then walking hands and feet together, gently coming up in the best way for your spine. As you come up, raise those arms high, reach for the ceiling, stretch the arms up before taking the arms out to the side, round and down. Roll through the shoulders, and I'm just returning to the mat. So taking a big step forward now with the right foot, and as that foot finds the ground, soften the right knee so it sits above the right ankle. Float the arms forward, bringing the hands into prayer with a nice long spine, and taking those hands up in the air, separating those hands out, round and down. It's the sun breaths again. Sweeping hands up, watching the hands, arms out, round and down. 3 times. As the arms come down, bring the hands to the hips, keep a long flat back. Hinge your way down, take the hands to the ground. When the hands come down, relax the head and step back into downward facing dog. A few walks of your downward facing dog. And then settle into a static downward facing dog. Fingers well spread. Reaching back with the tail. And then walking hands back towards feet. And gently coming up in the best way for your spine, raising the arms high. Bringing the hands back to prayer. And then we can step that left foot forward so that the left knee sits above left ankle. And again, a few sun breaths here. Raising the arms, the spine remains long and vertical. Arms out to the side, sweep round and down. Hands go up again. Feel those feet planted securely on the ground, holding you steady as you do all the movement with the upper body. Again, when you've done enough of those big sweeping movements, return hands to hips, hinge forward, long flat back. Take the hands to the ground and step yourself back into downward facing dog. Settle here in your downward facing dog. Sit bones lifting, hips lifting, head and neck relaxed, hands strong, long back. Breathing. And then when it's time to come out of this, again walk hands and feet together, coming up in the best way for your spine, raising the arms again all the way up towards the ceiling, out, round and down, and bringing the hands to the hips. So coming into some hip rotations now, it's a balance. We're going to raise the right knee and take that right knee out to the side, round and down, twice more. Feel that rotation. Core on as you hold this balance. If we can take 3 on this side, that would be great. And then return to 2 feet on the ground, releasing the left knee up. Same thing, out to the side, round and down. And when you've finished rotating that left hip, bring the foot to the ground, back to 2 feet planted. Relax those arms. Come back to the breath. Turning the palms to face forward slightly. Feel the way that helps to elongate through collarbones, make the chest spacious. And then from here, slide the hands down the legs, drop the head and walk those hands and feet into downward facing dog. And from downward facing dog, we're going to convert to a 3-legged dog. Raise the right leg up in the air, reaching the toes for the ceiling. Nice and long in the right side of the body. Stretch back, reach up. And then lowering that right leg. And sweep the knee forward, bringing that knee towards the left elbow and reach it back up again. Sweep it forward towards the left elbow. Stretch it back up again, so the arms and the shoulders working hard here. And then one more time. Raise that leg up before returning to downward facing dog. 2 feet down, tail up, hips up. And then we can release the left leg up in the same way. Stretch it back and up. Up towards the ceiling with the left toes. Feel the length on the left side of the body. From the hands all the way up the side body to the tips of those toes on the left. And then sweeping that knee forwards, bringing the knee towards the right elbow and back up again. Strong arms. Knee towards opposite elbow. Reach it back up. Again, adjust the number you take on each side as you develop this practice. Eventually returning to downward facing dog. And then walk the hands and feet together. Bending those knees. Reach the arms forward, lower the tail, come up through a chair pose, strong quads, strong core. And reach the arms up. If that's a bit too strong, bring the hands to the hips and push up. And when you come all the way out, arms down to the side. Pause there. Roll the shoulders. Turn the palms to face forwards. Well done. Namaste.